Hello. Hello, and welcome to Space Between Ideas. I'm Blaine Gates. Well, what are we going to do? I think we're going to start with cat. No, we're not going to start with cat images today. Well, I suppose we'll just start from the very beginning. All right. Now, how do we do this? Because, like, the thing is that maybe at some point people are going to start, people are going to start chatting. Chat. So if we're going to have people that are going to start chatting, in fact, yeah, anyways, it'll be fine like that. Oh, no. Oops. Just gotta check the audio here. Just make sure we got the. Okay, good. We got the audio up. So, we're not gonna be able to see the chat if it looks like that. But I don't need to see the whole screen. I just need to see if I got a little bit of chat going on. There we go. Put it right about there. Where's this chat? Okay. All right. So I can do everything I need right there. Good. Next one is this. Probably right about there. Okay, now obviously the local host is not going to be running 301, and also 3000. So these are both got problems. This is weird. Why does it look like this? Why is it actually showing something at all? All right, we got our project here. We got our here. So yesterday I was like thinking about this, and I'm like, I have no idea what's going on with this code, with the software. I don't know what's going on with the sprints. I don't know what they're talking about. I can't understand a single thing that's happening. I just want this app. I just want it to work. And I'm still looking forward to the day when suddenly it becomes a reality. Like suddenly it just starts to make sense. Like suddenly I can see something. 'Cause I can't see anything right now. I have no idea what's happening. Now I gotta turn this down a little bit. All right. I had another issue again with windsurf, and I don't know if this is gonna ruin my situation because I don't know if it's gonna cut off my credits or what. So it's okay for this 1 second, but I haven't started using it today. The issue is you go into billing, you click update payment, and the button doesn't even work. Can you imagine? A company who collects money to stay alive has an update payment button which does not work. Meaning I didn't pay, and yet I can still use prompt. I can still use this. I just don't get it. Strange. All right. If you're new to this channel, let me show you what's up. What's up? All right. So we're gonna jump in. First, we gotta open up our Docker because I'm running everything locally. I had the option to use Superbase, like the online version of Superbase, or in this case, some constants have new versions. All right, why don't we just update it? Superbase. So yeah, my plan is to eventually use Superbase, but problem is when you use Superbase, they keep sending me messages like, oh well, you haven't used Superbase for a while, and well, we're gonna pause your thing. All right, that should be better. I don't know what happened. Did I just do something wrong? I have no idea what just happened. I guess this is, we're in the settings. All right, let's get out of settings. Okay, that's Docker. Now, after Docker opens up, then we want to jump into what? We got to open up our cursor. We're going to open up our windsurf. Now, the first thing you do after you open up your cursor is you need to use your it always says this and I don't know why. Whatever, I don't know. All right, first thing you need is your master prompts. What does a master prompt do? It gets the engine started. Is it necessary? Not really. Because why? Because I'm not actually looking at this like, wow, in this case, the engines are already started up. I don't know. Like, what's the point? Like, do I need to get the master prompt going? See, look, it says, I've restarted my computer. I've manually ensured Docker desktop is running. Please get my full document environment for located here for it fully operational. Okay, set to confirm the working directory for terminal commands. Verify essential CLA tools and paths. Start local superbase stack. Verify superbase configuration. Start front end application. All right, so let's say I do this 30 times, or even 20. Let's say 25 times in a month. That means I'm using how many credits? So 25 out of 500. How many times can you put 25 into 100? 4 times 5, 20 times. What is that, 20%? Five percent. All right, so 5% of my credits are just going to getting this thing running. So that's good to know. But until we get to the end of the month where we like used all the credits, I don't really care. Well, the other thing is that it's going to add one little credit here and there for like each of the. Anyways, because I'm trying to keep track of the credits. You see this? Like down here, I got this new little thing where I'm trying to keep track of the credits. Meaning, at the beginning of the month, we got 500 credits for each. Replete. I don't know. Was it replete or replit? Replit sounds better like a frog. Replit. They're like $25, right? But then you realize that it's 5 cents for a request, which means it's 500 requests at the end of the day, which means it's exactly the same. They're doing the exact same pricing policy. They all have the same pricing policy. All right. Now, as it's still doing that. Now I have it set up so I have to set up the cursor. I should be setting up the cursor first. After this cursor is up and running, then we pop in the windsurf prompt. Seems that the match issue next is not started correctly, which I can try further. Huh? Definitely not working. If you can see in your browser, it's likely running. All right, anyways, I don't really care. Now we're going to jump into set up windsurf. All right, so that used one token for each of those. Let's pop this back into agent mode. All right, so that's the first thing that we do is we start up those engines. What's next? Next, we talk about calibration. So I went through the end of session protocol with my last liaison. This is the new liaison. Now, there's something interesting that happened at the end of the calibration process yesterday. And it was this. Understand project manager sounds like the previous liaison successfully completed the final task. Understand who wrote this? Understand project manager sounds like the previous liaison successfully. That's the new liaison talking. How does it start? Can you help liaison with these points? Okay, when it says, can you help liaison with these points? So in my documentation, I have this thing called end of session protocol. If you go into the team operation manual, which is right here, section 1.4, it has an AI instant lifecycle context window management successor onboarding. Right, so what happens is, Gordon, what are you doing? Because an AI context window has 1 million tokens. I mean, if you're using Google. All right, we got everything running. It means that at some point, this window here, see this thing is called like a context window. This chat wall is going to start to exhibit issues. I don't know if that's like any relationship. I don't know. The question is like, what's the token context window of this relationship? Meaning like, so within this relationship, at what point does it become more difficult to communicate? At what point do we start forgetting some of the good experiences and memories we created in the past? All right, so at what point do we need a new context window? Now, the important thing is to is to update to have positive experiences, to have more positive experiences, to have more positive energy, to try to build on what you have. AI is not quite there yet. So AI, what happens is once you get past your token context window, it starts to break down. You can't remember from stuff from the beginning of the conversation. And it works slower. Because it's just too much context. There's too many things. Like it's considering just a huge chunk of information. So it takes longer. Now in the future, maybe in a year or two, then like you won't experience any delays. The speed will just be so fast. I mean, it's already super, super fast. I can't believe how fast it is even right now. Anyways, what happened is I was going through this end of session protocol with my former liaison. And it starts asking me all these questions. It says, okay, so it says, thank you for the confirmation. With the updates of all 5 core project documents complete and saved, this concludes step 5 of the context window management and document revision protocol. As per our team operations manual, section 1.4.2, I will now initiate protocol 2, preparing for our successor AI instance final task. Protocol 2, setup, request current status for onboarding. To generate the onboarding, the master onboarding prompt for the next liaison AI instance, please provide the precise, up-to-date minute status for the following: current sprint number and name. Immediate task. Please confirm and provide the current immediate next task. Once I have this information, I'll proceed to generate the master onboarding prompt. Now, the thing is, like, it already has this information, so I don't know why it doesn't do this. I could update the protocol so that it checks itself. In fact, that's probably what I should do. Let's just jump into it. Where is it? So it's section 1.4.2. So we go into our team operations manual. We can go down to 1.4.2. Well, it's not very long. What the? That's my whole operations manual? Huh. What the? Oh, we got a big problem. Oh, no. Oh, boy. There's a problem. So it updated the documents, and all the documents, content unchanged. All right, we got a big problem. Jeez. Content unchanged. What the dickens? Okay, here we are. I have no idea what just happened, but all right, we're back into emergency mode. There was some other stuff I want to talk about, but yeah, look, it says it's content unchanged. So we still have this copy and paste issue. But now the Gemini, for some reason, it's taking a really long time to paste stuff into a window. I don't know why. So, anyways, I can see it now. This is crazy. What happened is, this is the problem with the context window, and this is also a problem with working with AIs. You could lose a lot of your data. Now, let's just check this again. So the latest version. Now, remember, usually when I update these pages, I just make sure it's the same number of pages. This one's 16 pages. I guess last time I didn't really pay attention. Well, apparently more than just the last time. In my previous attempt to provide the updated, I incorrectly used ellipses for sections I assumed were unchanged. Instead of reprinting the entire document with all the modifications integrated, this was an error, and it would indeed make it impossible for the new AI instance to be properly calibrated. Thank you for providing the full text of version 1.4 as the correct baseline. Critically relays the exact incomplete output error and behavior from the AI IDE back to Liaison for analysis. I mean, it doesn't really matter because this is actually the behavior I have to have. This is talking about last time when I was in my last video. I was talking about the importance of providing the proper context to your Gemini, and the thing is that basically what happens is if you take sometimes it asks you to use the terminal, and when you use the terminal, what you have to do is you put the terminal response back into the IDE, and then you ask for additional context for what has happened or what's happening with the IDE response. So then you're taking both what happened and also the IDE's response, and then you feed it back into Gemini. Which, I mean, for me, I know how to do it, so it wouldn't be a problem. But if somebody else decided they wanted to be the project manager or executor, then yeah, that would be helpful for them to understand this type of behavior. Okay, what's this? Performs necessary actions directly within the AI ID's environment, running test commands, verifying files. When the AI instant faces limitations with its own tooling, or when the AI's tools provide inconsistent feedback based about the environment state, Liaison IA will provide step-by-step guidance for such intervention if requested. Okay. Attempt to provide initial analysis of their own errors or unexpected behavior before the user relays this. I just talked about that. Enriched feedback loop. Here's the original. After a non-lead AI executes, what's a non-lead AI executes a prescriptive prompt? Liaison AI must verify that the replication was successful. This typically involves requesting the AI to read back critical sections with the full content of. Yeah, okay, so it was having a problem because the IDEs were, especially Replit was saying, "Oh, I did this already," and then but it wasn't. It didn't actually didn't actually replace the file. There was an error, and then it just said, "Oh, I replaced it," or "I did it," or I'm already done, and it actually did it. So this is how it. If a non-AI that's not what changed. If a non-AI encounter difficulties or fails tests after receiving the update, subsequent debugging prompts from the Liaison AI should be highly targeted. This includes re-emphasizing the specific area of concern and, if necessary, re-providing the exact code snippet or configuration that needs meticulous application or review by that AI, rather than relying on generic re-application commands. Okay. For the liaison's AI's operational efficiency, during analysis or prompt generation, having access to relevant code snippets directly within its active context window is beneficial. This operational context is distinct from the static collaboration documents, but informs better real-time interaction. Okay. This can also be, what is this, trigger conditions. This can also be initiated proactively at logical project breakpoints. So this is 1.4.1. It's telling if the system is having a problem with the token context window, it should proactively. This can also be initiated proactively at a logical project point for systematic review and learning consolidation. Even the context limit is not immediately perceived by the AI. It's saying I'm going to do it. Yeah, obviously I'm going to trigger. Request full output. Handling bracket pass. Meticulous verifying AI file operations. Vigilance across environment tool behavior. Okay, anyway, so here's the, let's just click the, copy the code. Didn't I already do it? Yeah, I already did it. Amazing. All right. So then, if I click paste, see this is 16 pages, and it's version what? 1.4. Click paste. Now we're on page. Now we're on version 1.6, and we got 16 pages. Wow, that was a close call, man. Now we're gonna update this version. Now I'm really happy that we got this version control. I didn't realize it was going to be important. Okay, what document is this? So this one is number 2. Did the same issue appear in document 1? Well, let's check it. Project blueprint. Content unchanged. See, I even clicked enter. It just takes a minute. All right. So we're going to go back to, so we're going to be checking section 4.1, see version history. We're going to go back to version 1.2. Go to section 4.1. All right, so it looks fine here. What we could do is restore this version. And then it was, what did it say? Content unchanged? Can't see nothing. You're right. Be thorough. Let's take a look at this document. Change the version. Derivation note changed. Okay, whatever that is. As of sprint 3, E2.1. Now it's sprint 4, F1. Under status definition, is default change from indicates that this is a system seeded default status to identify system seeded default statuses more clearly. Seed scripts would explicitly set this to true to default. What? Scoreboard tasks. I can't even really scroll. My screen doesn't really scroll very well. So I think we're going to need a new liaison. Oh, maybe it was producing. It was still generating. All right, let's just make sure it's been complete. Wow. Yeah, okay, so it's been end of project blueprint. Now look at this. So it's got 12 pages. The new version has 12, still has 12 pages. All right. What's this version? 1.3. Okay, my goodness. Now let's check this third document, key decisions document. So what are we going to say? We're going to say, okay, so can you check? 1, Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi. I don't know. It's going to take forever. All right. Oh, there we go. Enter that. And let's check the next one. And this one should be better, right? Because this is an active sprint document. So it's like the exact step-by-step process for this sprint. It's very detailed. I remember when we first started like having the basic sprints, and it was kind of like really, really general. Somehow over time, the AIs working on the project, they become more and more detailed with their output. No, the document is not complete. Latest version. Wow, we just finished our immediate proceeding action. Yes. Wow. So it means that the last liaison actually messed a lot of stuff up at the end of its life. Which means the new liaison is not going to be doing very well. All right, so it added a additional two additional. All right. It's a 4-page document. Still a 4-page document. It only has 9 key decisions. Version 1.3. New version 1.3. That was a close call. In fact, I don't even know. I guess we have it on video. I was just chilling out, and suddenly, what the? It didn't add the new. Okay. Mississippi 2, Mississippi 3, Mississippi 4. Oh, what happened, man? I feel like suddenly. Well, obviously, I'm paying attention more. So, all right, the thing is, there's lots of stuff in the past. I may have lost a lot of data in the past. There may have been things like in the past that I just didn't check the documents after updating them. The new includes handling this, the new this, the new this. Then what are you talking about? This new? We got decision 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe I copied it before it finished printing. We're back to Google being dumb. This is weird, man. You got all these computer science dudes over in Google, and they're making little adjustments here and there. And for a little while, this is working good, but that's not working good. And then this is working good, but that's not working good. We're still in testing phase. We don't have any. I mean, that's why they. Well, do they still have that? Thank you for clarification. There we go. Gordon, you want to take over in this project? Or are you just going to hang out? There we go. 7, 8. What the? Okay, I might as well ask. I mean, maybe we incorporated it within the text, but it just doesn't need to have the same number of decisions. Okay, so what does that mean? It means it's going to remove the explanatory text after decision 9. I just have no idea what to expect. Here's 9. Here's the end of 9. I just don't get it. All right. There's always a benefit to having a liaison and an architect. Look how fast it is, the new one. What the? Hmm. 9. Oh, come on. This is so crazy. I'm going to lose my mind here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's incredible. so weird. What the heck? I just don't get it. I don't understand why nobody can do it. Oh, finally. Oh my goodness. This is. All right. Google is not having a good time. Google's been attacked. It's not in Markdown. We'll see. All right, so it's back in Markdown format. And number 9, and I don't know. I just don't understand. I can't understand why the world is not working right now. I just don't know what to expect. Just I don't understand it. It just doesn't work. All right, so it's not going to work. I don't really want to open Xcode. What's this thing called? Key decisions log. Oh, I know how to do this. Okay. All right, so this architect, look how slow it is. So because the other window is much faster, so it actually means the issues with the context window. Now, there we go. This is just insanity. All right, let's save this. Version 1.3. All right. You provide text for decision. The 3 points are listed as a continuous paragraph. These are a numbered list. And decision number 10, and it says decision. Are there any other numbered lists in here? Yes. It's an indent. Go ahead. Stop it. Anyways, I don't know what to think about this. Okay. So we checked document number 4 already. Last one is document number 5. All right, which is just if one is already completed. That's it. It's wild. Look, it has decision 9, 10, and 11 in the documentation. All right, look, so it does talk about F1. Goes through back some past decisions. Okay. We're back. Wow, that took a little time. Okay, we got document number 5, we got document number 4, we got document number 3, document number 2, and document number 1. We got the master prompts are okay because we already set it up. Architect needs to die. All right, now I did I calibrated this one. Now, so we have the, we don't need the version numbers. All right, so we have the, I didn't even bother to read this. Okay. So we need a new liaison. And we need to read stuff more specifically. Okay. Hello, Liaison AI. I don't want to call him AI. Hello, Liaison. We are initiating a new calibrated session for the management guidance application MVP. Your primary role will be liaison, AI IDA specialist, as defined in the team operations manual. I will shortly upload 5 core documents. Actually, I don't know the versions right now. Our current project status is as follows. Okay, sprint number 4. Immediate next task is F1.2. This API will update the existing scoreboard task, require user authentication using ZOD. Please initialize the following 2 critical operational protocols for your work together. Document version 1.5. Context window management. This protocol initiated under one of the following conditions. Okay, exactly. So if you hit your token window, then you need to trigger this. Once it's triggered, then you need to provide a warning signal. Cease the current task. Initiate these questions. Okay. Question C. Collaboration document review and update. Confirm updates. Project manager will confirm these documents are completed after you say prepare for your successor. Trigger. Confirm onboarding. Generate master onboarding prompt. What is this? Yeah, this is the okay. Clear greeting to the new AI and instruction to await the uploaded project name. Exactly. It's like once you have calibrated the documents will begin the task F1. Please confirm you understand these initial instructions. There. Okay. So this is what you get from your previous instance of AI. You get this greeting. All right. Set A and then copy. So this is the project blueprint. And the last one that I fed it, so I could even show it to you. So now if we upload this document, now if we go back, obviously it's going to have the same reply. It's going to say, yeah, good. Now we jump into this document, and what does it say? So we're going through it. Everything's nice and wonderful in the world. And then content largely unchanged. So here, content largely unchanged. So it's missing some of this key stuff. 225, for example. Now, if we jump into our new one, we jump into 225. Purpose. Okay, here it says display the managed actual task list from the objective module instance. Visual details in scoreboard. Oh. Okay, that's the other thing is this document refers to images. And I forgot to upload images. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Following images were referenced in the document and have been successfully uploaded. Based on the explicit reference in the documents, no images are missing. It's probably not true. Project page PNG. Project page section 2.2. All right, anyways, that's good enough because I don't need the profile page and the objectives and scoreboard, which is like together. It's fine. All right, anyways, so we got the images. I don't know. So I got the feeling like what's happening to our process. Sometimes when you start to pay attention to the process, then the remaining two core documents aren't. Oh, sorry. I should have paying attention. Welcome to Management Guidance. As you settle in, core calibration documents. Yeah, it's been a pleasure. Thank you. Well, since I can upload 10 images, might as well. Okay, back to one. All right, so we upload all of the documents. Now, at the end of this document process, there was kind of a little bit of an exchange. It was kind of interesting. I just don't get this. Oh, we had it. This is a different. Okay. I'll come back to this in a minute. One. 2. Three, 4, 5. Okay, now after I did those 5 documents, I asked Liaison if it wanted to say, if it had anything more to say. It said from Liaison, project manager, the current liaison has done okay, this is the message from architect to liaison. Project manager, the current liaison has done an excellent job in meticulously following Protocol 2 and generating the comprehensive master onboarding prompt for success. This is a perfect handoff regarding your question about the input for the new liaison AI concerning AI task F12. Yes, I do have initial architectural guidance prepared. This guidance should be provided to the new liaison by you after it has successfully completed its calibration with the uploaded 5 documents. This will ensure the new liaison AI has foundational project content before receiving task-specific architectural direction. My initial architectural guidance for task F1.2 will cover aspects such as this, that, and the other. All right. So we update the message from. This isn't from liaison. This is from architect. It's it's excellent to see the new liaison's AI is calibrated with the updated documents ready to receive. Message from the new liaison. Hello, liaison. Welcome to MERS. I'm the outgoing. So I asked the old liaison to give a message to the new liaison. Welcome to the Management Guidance Application MVP project. I'm the outgoing liaison, and I'm pleased to hear that you're calibrated with the latest core documents. We've just completed a significant phase of implementing debugging, bringing F1.1 and Sprint 3 objective module test to fully passing state across all 3 AI development environments. You're starting task F1.2 from a very stable baseline. The master onboarding prompt and the updated team operational manual contain the core protocols and the many lessons learned. In addition, here are a few specific operational nuances from very recent experiences that might be beneficial. So it gives like an additional little update, and it's really interesting. So this was the last message from the previous um, liaison. There. Now with this, we got a 100% fully. Okay, project manager, I'm the new liaison. Okay, project manager, I'm glad the new liaison is calibration ready. Rely the following architectural guidance. All right, then the new architect provided that architectural guidance. Okay, that's the end of this one. Okay, now it has everything. This is like 100% ready to go. You're definitely ready to go now. So we got to give you the new name. You're going to be liaison 3.3 actually. The other liaison 3.3 was a mistake. This liaison 3.3 is dead. Okay. I've just recalibrated a new architect. Could you relay the above architectural plan and all other details that I've added after passing you the calibration docs so that the new architect is up to speed. All right, now remember, as this one, thank you for providing the project. Here's the documents laid out like this. This is the here. Send a message from liaison, and we're going to name this one. I think this one's Architect 3.3. Copy. All right, so liaison's going to probably going to ask if it needs to make a prompt for cursor. That's my expectation. There you go. Okay, so we're ready for the next. I need to change the name of this video because it's obviously not what I thought it was going to be. In the active sprint operations, In section 1.1, recap sprint 4 MVP, it states based on the team operations manual for 2.2 high level, version 1.4, version 1.4, section 1.4, version 1.4. I have been calibrated with the current state. Okay, what is it? In the active sprint document, sprint 4, version 1.1. Section 1.1 and 1.4 needs to be changed to version 1.6. Okay. Section 1.1 and 1.4. Active sprint operations. Okay. And that's been saved. So we can close up these documents. Everything's back to normal. And architect is ready to go. Liaison produced the code for cursor, and that's all she wrote. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you next time.